Welcome to the Let Me Know podcast. The Let Me Know football crew is going to preview the Concachampions. We're going to be looking at Tigres versus Seattle, LA Galaxy visiting Toluca. Let's get into it. Tigres versus Seattle.
I think that's the most complicated one.
Yeah, because I want to say this one could go either way more than any of the other ones. More than any of the other ones.
Yeah, because Seattle's won this competition.
It looks like they're going to be playing at Tigres first and then Seattle second. So that right there, I think, is a factor. Seattle does well at home. Seattle does well away too, though, bro. Tigres, they also have that history. They have also won this tournament. Only once, but they've also won it somewhat recently. Some of these players were there for that. Will Pizarro was there for that as a player. He's there as a coach now. In the Liga Mexicana, they are, it looks like, in 7th place. They are 5 wins, 2 ties, 5 losses. 18 goals in favor, 14 goals against. That's the part that I'm like, ugh. But just like we said about certain teams, they also have that DNA. They also can win games. But the one thing I'll say about Tigres that can negate that is that they also lose games. And I've also seen them lose games that they were favored to win. That right there is something to very much take into consideration. Seattle is in 5th place in the West. They are 3 wins, 1 tie, 1 loss. They have 5 goals in favor, 2 goals against, which is fairly standard. I know that Seattle is a pretty organized team. I really like their coach, Brian Smetzer. He has been with them fucking forever. He played on that team even before they were in the MLS. He's a Seattle Sounder, like, die hard, bro.
Yeah.
So what I like about him is that he sets his players up. They know their roles. They know what each scenario should look like and how you support. But he gives his players the freedom to do them, to be themselves. And that's something that I really like about that fool. I actually have liked Brian Smetzer so much that I've said, like, he should be the U.S. coach, bro. He's a little nerdy, so I don't know if, like, you don't like him at the end of the day, but he's good, though. He's a good coach. He knows his team well, so he makes his subs well. He manages the games well. So I really like that. Seattle, I have to say, also can win games, bro. Especially these games, the playoff games that matter.
Yeah.
I've seen Seattle go in a lower seed in the playoffs for the MLS, and they go a little further than anybody thought. They win games that they weren't favored for, you know? They just beat Vancouver. Vancouver, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Vancouver plays the type of soccer that Cruz Azul, Toluca, Chivas play. Vancouver plays like that. I really like their football. Nah, I'm telling you, bro. They play some good football. I think that's where Tigres are going to struggle. Tigres struggles against good organized teams, you know what I mean? And someone like Seattle who knows, like, hey, you know what we're here to do. Like, we're here for business, baby. Like, remember, the first game is at Tigres. Yeah. If Tigres can get ahead by a lot, might have an easier time, you know. But if I don't really see Tigres like in form like that, scoring a bunch of goals like that, so I will give Seattle the edge for this one. They will tie on aggregate 2-2, 1-1 on each side. But I could also see a 2-0 at home for each team as well. But they go to PKs, and I think Seattle beats them in PKs. That's what I think will end up happening right there.
Okay.
Not because for any other reason than, like, they're going to PKs at home with the crowd and a little more backing, a little more momentum, I want to say. So, like, that is going to give them the edge in the PK shootout, I think.
I think Seattle might edge them. They might knock them out. At Tigres, they're going to tie 1-1. And then when they come back to Seattle, Seattle might take a 1-0. Like a scrappy
so
one.
it's close.
Very close game. 1-0 game.
Because it's going to be a low-scoring game, bro.
Yeah.
I see that with both Tigres and Seattle.
Yeah.
Sure, they have some games where they, like, will score a bunch, sure, like a 4-0 game out of nowhere, like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But
I could see
they're not high-scoring games.
I could also see like a 1-0 in favor of Tigres home, and then 1-0 in favor of Seattle away.
Yeah.
And they go to extra time, and then they win.
Oh, okay.
In extra time
In
or
extra time.
penalties.
Seattle wins in extra time.
Yeah, but I think it's gonna be a low-scoring game. It's gonna be a tight game.
So you're gonna go.
I think if Seattle scores away, it's gonna be a big boost for them, and if they score first too, it's gonna be a big boost for them.
Oh, it's gonna be close. But when I look at this matchup, right, I look at, like, the star players. I don't think that Seattle has Angelito Correa.
He's already old, so
No,
Yeah.
I know he's old, but for Liga MX, balling. He like came into the league and just started shredding defenses, scoring goals, making plays. Like, you could tell, you could tell
the forwards that they used to have.
No, he's not a Guignac. He's not Guignac. A different style. Guignac is old, but I'm saying like they actually went out and got a player to replace that star factor that Guignac brought, because now Guignac is bench.
Yeah.
So Guignac will come off the bench for like 15 minutes. But for a matchup like this, we need our star players to come up big. So my only factor in this is if Angelito Correa can be
Catch fire.
Can be the Angelito Correa that we know, that can be that guy. That's the difference making for me,
but
bro.
he's kind of hit or miss on Liga Mexicana, though, right? He's not always having banger games.
No.
Correa?
No, but he's like above average. He's above average, and he could tap into those that star
Moments,
to do
just little moments
that other players don't have.
Okay, he has access to that.
They're limited, yeah.
Yeah, limited though.
They're limited.
He has access to that.
He limited access. He has it right there, but sometimes he just kind of like fades away from the games. Like he just kind of like hides behind the defender. But if he could actually like get engaged and start creating plays for other people like Ociel. Ociel Herrera is playing at a high level.
I like Ociel.
I would have loved Ociel in the selección. Just try him.
No, same. I actually would like Ociel for the selección right after this World Cup. Bring him in because he's only like 24, 25 maybe.
Sure.
Lainez,
bro.
They have another midfielder that's good right now too.
Bruneta Gorriarán just came back.
Oh, Gorriarán. Was he injured?
He was injured, yeah. But and then you have Vigon off the bench, bro. And then the defense is good, bro. They have Romulo and they have Joaquim. Solid Brazilian defenders. Yeah. Very solid, bro. Yeah. Physique, nice for a defender. Like just they have Garza on one side, bro.
The way he said it too, all like big defenders.
Big, just like I like my defenders, bro. They need to be big, you know, big and quick, fast, you know. Doesn't shy away from like a header or a matchup, you know, whatever. So they are solid. But I've seen Tigres
do some
fluke some games, bro, in Liga MX.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, bro, this is the team, the game that you should have won. The other game was the one you should have lost.
See, that was my point.
This one, bro, that's why you're not top of the
That's literally my point. I've seen them win games where they weren't supposed to and lose games they were supposed to win.
And there's been games where they play like that, and if it wasn't for Angelito Correa goal,
someone just
they would have lost that game or tied it. So I'm like, okay, if he could tap into that, then and I want to see it. I want to see in an elimination game what he does.
I think Seattle can lock him down. I think Seattle can put some together. They transition well, they defend well, or they're organized, and then people just kind of unlock from their positions, which is what I think Tigres is going to struggle with right there. But we'll see.
If he can like drag some defenders from their spot, or all the attention is on him, you got a Buffalo right there.
Buffalo can unlock?
Yeah. Buffalo is their 9. That's what I'm saying. Like they're on paper.
From América, right?
Yeah.
Trash.
Yeah.
And then Ibanez went from but he's doing good. Like it's weird, bro. It's like with some teams they just they're no, dude, he's good.
Because soccer's really only about moments, bro.
Moments.
You know, just something real quick. Te salió, golazo.
To have to rely on that to like.
That's what I don't trust. That's what I don't trust.
To have to rely on that.
To rely on that.
Win you games, like you can't. Like.
What if they shut them down?
Gonna happen,
what if they shut them down? What else are we gonna do? You know.
To me,
and I feel like that's how Tigres has been playing throughout this
yeah,
league.
They've had like moments where
league, I guess,
they've had moments where like, bro, if you guys didn't score that goal, you would have lost that game or tied that game when you shouldn't have lost or tied that game. But you're just that much better than Mazatlán, Querétaro. You just outdid them on talent.
Exactly.
But you didn't play well.
Yeah.
You didn't play as like a dominating team.
That's why they're where they're at right now.
Bro, the biggest X factor of them all. Maybe not. I'll put him under Correa. Nahuel Guzman.
I hate him.
I hate him too.
He's such a payaso, bro.
His antics. He's playing the game within the game, bro.
Maybe no superstars, but they never had superstars. Like I would even argue like Rui Diaz, who's one of their best players.
Oh yeah.
Bro, Rui Diaz, he wasn't a superstar either. He was a good striker, but he wasn't a superstar. And when he got to Seattle, they made him one, bro, you know? But though they may not have as prolific players as Tigres do, I also do think that they're like a better, more sound and put together team right now than Tigres, which for me is always going to be bigger than having the one player, you know what I mean?
I still have questions of Pizarro being the coach.
Yeah, that's another one.
Right?
Yeah.
And I think they're gonna stay with him, bro. Even if he does badly with them, bro,
as long as Guignac is there, he's gonna be the coach.
Like how you were saying, like he's not coaching and relying so much on tactics. It's just the individual
players.
Yeah. Here you go, make it work.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Tigres lose this series, it's gonna be 60-40 on them. because they didn't come out to play. They didn't take advantage of the talent that they have.
I've often said that there's like parallels between Tigres and Seattle. They're like the
Really?
same kind of team, yeah, bro. That's why it's interesting to see like how these guys do. So the first leg, we have LA Galaxy visiting Toluca in the first leg.
Oof.
And then in the second leg, they come here to LA. Now, to take you through Toluca. So Toluca is in third, but they haven't lost a game.
I haven't lost a game,
Yeah,
bro.
they're 7-5-0. 7 wins, 5 ties, 0 losses. 19 goals in favor, 7 goals against. Now, there's something that I really like about Toluca, bro.
Plus 12.
Toluca plays good, organized football, but they also play like this old school, gritty type of football where like the Cardoso days, the Ciña days. I see a little bit of that sometimes where you let the individual work, you let the individuals kind of play off of each other. It's not necessarily systematic. Tuco Mohamed, the coach for Toluca, does a very good job of bringing A, the best out of his players, but B, just letting them be them, you know?
Yeah, I think that's all Turco.
What?
Yes.
I think it's all Turco.
What do you mean though?
Like how you were saying, like the Toluca of the past. I think all his teams have played like that.
Anywhere Turco has
Coach.
coached, that's like the identity that he
Yeah,
brings up,
sure.
100%. And I think this is why Toluca looks the most dangerous right now from all of these teams because San Diego game
Yeah.
to be here, bro.
And you guys told me that San Diego was really good.
They are really
Okay.
good. They are really good. But what's funny is going into that game, I knew Toluca was as strong as they are, bro. But I was like, what did they lose that first game? 3-2, I think. So
3-2 with 10 men, no?
yeah, 3-2 with 10 men. Still a close
Yeah,
enough game.
3-2.
And then they go and they win 6-3 on aggregate, bro.
Yeah.
4-0.
They go
bro.
home and fuck them up at home.
4-0.
bro.
Yeah.
Like, that was something else. And if I'm not mistaken, they were at Toluca for that second game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
if
I'm
Of course.
mistaken.
That's why Turco felt confident.
Yeah,
He was
like, you're coming back
"We got
here,
it."
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't
We
even
got it.
worry about it. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I felt like I should have known better. Like, of course Toluca was gonna fuck them up. What was I thinking?
Yeah.
What was I thinking? Thinking
Yeah.
they were gonna have trouble.
Yeah.
They were down. They were down
3-2. I'm a LA Galaxy fan. It's who I follow in the MLS. Here from LA, baby.
Since '96.
If this was LA Galaxy from 2 seasons ago when they won the championship, Toluca would have had some real trouble. Because LA Galaxy at that point played some good football also. That guy Greg Vanny, their coach, I think
Trash.
I think he's
No, I don't know.
No. I'm telling you, I think he's a great coach,
Oh,
but
okay.
his team makes him look trashy. This fool won the championship with Toronto, but it took him some time to build to that. Same with LA Galaxy. They ended up winning a championship, but the season after that, LA Galaxy have to sell their players. They couldn't keep their team, and they couldn't make any signings. They didn't have any money. They were stuck, and so they sold most of the players that were they got him there. They lost Ricky Puig when he fucking took the knee injury.
Yeah.
He's gone?
Well, he has a knee. He like fucked his knee up.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
but
in the
he's
final.
still under contract.
Yeah, he's still there, but
Yeah.
he's been gone for a long
Still
time. Bro.
gone.
Yeah,
Maybe gone for another year, probably.
yeah. I think
retired.
I could be mistaken, but I
Retired, bro.
think he got re-injured.
Yeah. he did.
Retire.
Right?
It's not worth
Yeah.
it.
Right? Yeah. So it's like he's not gonna be who we want him to be when he
No.
comes back.
No.
He's gonna try, but he was never even a superstar.
Sounds
that.
like career ending.
He was
Exactly.
going to be a superstar if he didn't get hurt.
Here in the MLS.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, who they are now, they've been trying to rebuild for the last 2 seasons, right? Last season and then going on to this season.
Yeah.
They look better this season than they did last season. The thing is, they don't play bad football, but they don't have good enough players, I think, to really
Difference
win
makers.
games.
Yeah, to
Yes,
win games.
exactly.
Get them
now,
over the
they
edge.
have Paintsel and they have Peck, and these guys are good. But you can see, at least for me as a LA Galaxy fan, when I watch these fools play, more so from Peck. Not so much bitchism, but almost if they don't watch it, because it's more like, fuck my team.
Yeah.
Fuck my team. Like, put me the pass there, bro. Like, come on, I put you a ball in the ball. Can't you score, you know?
So he tends to shut down.
He knows
A little bit.
He knows his days are numbered there. He's probably gonna be
yeah,
gone soon.
yeah. And I've seen it.
Yeah.
It's subtle. Klaus. They have a striker, Klaus.
99?
99, yeah.
Croatian?
He's some European, bro.
Brazilian.
Oh, shit. It's not European. Look at his name. It's funny, when I saw his name, I was Joao. I was like, wait, that's not European.
He looks Icelandic, though.
Nah, he's got
He
some.
super
he's got
looks
some.
Icelandic.
The most opposite.
I promise you, this whole
What
time,
the
I thought this
fuck?
fool
Me
was
too, though.
European.
I saw him and I saw his name and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, he's another European ass fool. But damn, that was Brazilian. That's crazy.
Either way, this
Check.
fool has
We can
5.
check
He
right
has
now.
5 goals in their 5 games.
Marco Reus.
Oh yeah, Marco Royce too. It's funny I don't even name him anymore because he's like
36.
He's good,
on his
bro,
way
but
up.
he's not right
He's 36.
there. Bro.
And he's always been injury prone.
Yeah. With Galaxy too. With
Yeah,
Galaxy
super
too.
injury
Oh,
prone.
no, bro. And then you're going to put him up against Toluca?
So
Toluca?
So this is what that leads me to right now, bro. LA Galaxy are trying to put it together. They're trying to come back, but they're about to go up against Toluca. They're not playing
right
Mazatlan. They're not playing even a bad América or a bad Tigres.
They're playing the back-to-back champ of Liga
of
MX.
Mexico, bro. Yes.
Just like that, bro.
I will also say LA Galaxy had an easy route to get here.
There.
They had Mount Pleasant,
Yes,
6-0 from Jamaica, and then right before that it was a team from Panama. And that's who they had. Those are the two games they had coming up. And the first one, at least, they kicked the shit out of this Jamaican team. But the first, they only won like 1-0, bro.
Yeah,
It wasn't that
bro.
impressive.
No.
Now, here is what I am hoping could and would happen. LA Galaxy scores one goal at home and just parks the shit out of that bus at home and at Toluca. And Toluca just has one of those games where you're like, Dick, you're supposed to win. You know what I mean?
They
This is
can
what I
have
hope.
that game, but I don't see that.
Teams have done that against Toluca.
Yeah,
it doesn't work.
it doesn't
bro.
work,
No,
though. It doesn't.
look,
They have Paulinho, Pavel Perez,
Perez is tight.
Elinho,
Yeah, extreme.
Angulo.
Canelo,
Extreme.
Nico Castro, Romero.
Yeah, bro. That's
You
pretty
have no
solid.
chance,
right
bro.
there.
And
That's-
then how you started saying like they're playing like the Toluca from the early 2000s. They do.
yeah.
They're smooth, bro. They're smooth. They're
Yeah.
pass. They move. They
Fluid,
pass.
yeah.
It's just it's beautiful to watch, bro. Unfortunately, Marcel is injured,
Yes.
but
And Alexis.
and Alexis he's coming back.
he's coming
back.
back,
He's
yeah,
back.
yeah.
So he and I forgot about him. Yeah, he's back.
Marcel Ruiz, there's rumors that he didn't fuck his knee up all the way and that he's
Yeah.
gonna try to play a couple games and maybe still go to the Mundial, bro. That's what they were saying.
Damn.
That's been all over social media
That
right
it was
now.
a baby tear, and that he could probably recover and then play
That's
the
what they're
last
saying, bro.
couple
And-
games, and
and-
then
Yeah. Anyway, what I really have this at is Toluca winning 5-1 on aggregate. This is what I think is
That's-
realistically gonna
that
happen.
makes sense.
I'm hoping
That's
that
pretty
LA
good, bro.
Galaxy does better, and I'm telling you, fucking.
by like lose by like 2 or something.
Oh yeah, or
Not get-
like I said,
not get
gets
stomped on?
that 1-0
'Cause I think-
fluke and then a
yeah.
0-0 fluke, and they go
I think
on.
in the first
But
game
it's gonna be Toluca
they're playing in,
crushing them.
they're playing
Yes.
Toluca, right?
Crushing them.
They're playing Toluca
They're
first?
playing Toluca first.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be like 4-1 or 3-0 or something like that. And then when they go to Galaxy or here in LA, and there's no chance.
And
No
to me,
chance.
bro, from the Liga MX teams participating, currently right now, Toluca has the best coach. So he's gonna put that
think-
foot on their throat, bro.
I think Toluca's favorite to win
The whole thing.
The whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's just anywhere you look, they're like they got it.
what I
They're
like
covered.
too is that
Yeah.
Turco has been saying like we want to win this.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
won back to back.
And
What else is there to
hold
do?
on.
Imagine this team in the Club World Cup. Who?
Hold
I'd
on,
love
bro.
that. I'd love
Didn't they beat them
Who?
in the Champions Cup?
Who?
Campeón de Campeones Cup? They beat Galaxy.
They didn't
this
fuck
matchup.
them up though. 3-2. LA Galaxy went up 1-0 with a PK, and then Nico Castro tied it 1-1, and then Gabriel Peck.
A golazo, I think that was a long shot golazo.
Yeah, Gabriel Peck scored, and it looked like they were gonna win, bro, because it was minute 84, and then Romero comes through with the goal in the
The other
88th
fool that
minute.
I'm telling you about.
Yeah,
bro.
and then Pereira in the 93rd minute, bro.
Oh,
So
bro, that
Damn.
defender is probably one of the best defenders in the league.
yeah,
bro.
yeah. But
Uruguayan.
but just so you know, this is the type of shit I'm talking about, where like things can happen, bro. Especially, I've seen Liga Mexicana teams do silly, bro. Like I've seen that happen. However, I gotta keep saying it. I don't think Toluca is gonna be silly, bro.
But-
What would you put the Toluca Galaxy game at?
Yeah, same thing as you, bro. I see
Yeah?
a 3-0 and a 2-1.
Okay,
They win both
he beat
games.
the shit out of them.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, and I think the one they get is when Turco just gets all his starters off.
Yeah, for sure.
And
After
just
we've already
let-
crushed
yeah.
them, yeah, then they get a PK or something.
Oh yeah, corner kick goal, whatever.
I will say though, don't be surprised if Galaxy makes it close though. 3-2.
There's no chance.
I'll
bro.
be surprised.
4-3.
I'll be surprised.
I'll be, yeah, bro.
Don't be
I'll super
surprised.
surprised.
Yeah.
I'll be super
It's
surprised.
gonna be 3-1 both legs. for Toluca.
Oh, just super
Okay.
solid 6-2.
Bro,
on
they're
that.
they're a
aggregate.
machine. That's what people don't
Yeah,
understand.
yeah,
They're
yeah,
a
yeah.
machine.
Yeah,
The-
machine.
right now,
team,
the Galaxy,
team.
this Galaxy team,
A well-oiled machine.
Well-oiled
No
machine,
chance.
bro.
No chance.
The midfield is so strong, bro. And then they have the perfect nine,
The end
Paulinho.
product, yeah.
Like if you
bro.
want to see who Paulinho is, like that he played in Portugal these
Yeah,
last 2
yeah,
games.
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like
He did all right, but yeah. I think they just brought him against Mexico and U.S. because he's like over here.
Yeah.
Sure.
Like, fuck it. Let's sell some tickets, guy. Go ahead.
Sure.
Vente pa acá. The winner between Toluca and Galaxy are going to play the winner between LAFC and Cruz Azul.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the winner between Nashville and América are going to play the winner between Tigres and Seattle. Nice. I'm telling you, I think we're going to get a Liga Mexicana MLS in the final. Yes.
I know.
These teams are like making this a priority.
Yeah.
Before they didn't really do that. Maybe once they got closer to the end, but it seems like all these teams here have mentioned, I want to win that shit. And they've shown like, all right, I'm going to rest players during the season to be good for the Concachampions games. So if you want to keep up with Liga Mexicana, Fútbol Mexicano content, subscribe, comment down below. We're getting to the World Cup, so you better believe we're going to have some content for you guys as soon as we get to that.
Yes, sir.
We're just starting off with the Liga Mexicana, Fútbol Mexicano, because that's like what we know and what we grew up with. Let me know who you think is going to win each of these games, who comes out of this leg, who you think is favorite to win the Concachampions.
Comment,
subscribe.
we'll read your comments, and then we'll discuss
Amongst ourselves.
Yes, if we agree with your comment, disagree.
Let us know.